Did you? Were you able to?
Yeah, I got through a phone line. I called her. I'm talking to you because I'm hoping she's watching so she knows I'm okay.
What's your name?
My name is Matthew Guard.
Matthew, ever in your wildest dreams did you imagine something like this could happen?
That happened before. So who knows? It could happen again.
Where were you when the building collapsed? Did you know that it collapsed?
No, I didn't know.
Where have you been all this time?
In the stairwells.
And you just got out?
I just got out, yeah.
Well, go find your wife, Matthew. Thank you.
Thank you
all
very
right.
much.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Give us your name.
Sure, John Millette.
John, tell us your story. Where were you? What happened?
I was actually walking down. I was passing the Hudson Hotel when me and a couple of guys saw the plane come overhead, and we saw it coming in pretty low and pretty loud. And we looked up and we said, "Where's that going?" And next thing you know, it just crashes right into the building. And then we kept walking. We were right near Water Street, and you saw the second plane come into the building. And then I worked for Merrill Lynch in the World Financial Center. We started walking around by the ferries and by Moran's. They evacuated all the buildings, and that's where we were standing. And you saw the second tower just absolutely crumble. And then that's where we all ended up like this. And if you look at the streets, this is all from the second tower. And I guess the fear now is the first tower.
Describe the first plane. What, inch by inch, as it approached the building, and what happened when it hit?
It was right by the Hudson Hotel, and it sounded like you've ever been right near an airport, or if you just saw a plane coming overhead. It felt like you were at Shea or by the tennis center. It was, living down here, you never see planes that low or that loud. And we just looked up, and a guy next to me says, that's going to hit the Trade Center. And it hits the Trade Center, and it looked like you were in a movie. It looked like a horror movie. And you see people jumping out of buildings when you get down to Moran's. It was horrible.
Flames, smoke.
Yeah, I mean, you basically hit it. It looked fake. And then I think it really set in once the second plane hit the building, because you saw explosion hit both sides of the building. The explosion just ripped through both buildings. And then that's when you turned around, you saw the fire, and then you just saw the second tower just absolutely collapse. And it was just smoke and debris everywhere. And I hope all the EMS and police department on the other side of the building, everything is all right.
Did you see people leaping from the building?
It was horrible. People were dangling like white towels. You just saw them like, whatever, white pieces of cloth hanging out, and you just saw people like everything, a couple minutes there was another person jumping out of the building. It was horrible.
You work in the area?
I work for Merrill Lynch in the World Financial Center. Right across the street. World Financial Center is right across the street from the Marriott Hotel. And when we were walking by, you look at the Marriott Hotel, I don't even think it's there anymore. So,
well, I don't know what else to ask you. I mean, it's just an incredible story. It's just horrible.
It's an absolute shame.
Do you think you know people who were on the floors that were hit?
You just pray when they evacuated people. Unfortunately, they evacuated people both sides of the World Financial Center. I don't know if if you're talking talking about the other side. We were by the water, by the ferries and Moran's in that area. You just hope the people on the other side, they've actually evacuated them out, and that's the fear, I guess, with this building here. You just see the fire like 20 stories. You worry about the building giving out, and it did.
How far away from the building were you when it collapsed?
I was right by where the people get on for the ferry, right next to Moran's, to the right of Moran's.
So 10 blocks, 20 blocks?
10 blocks away. And then there was a decent crowd, and that's when everyone just dispersed.
All right. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What's your name?
All right, Rick Leventhal.
Where are you from?
With Fox News Channel.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. This,
oh, sorry.
Are they moving us?
Yeah, we gotta move.
Where? The truck has to move?
A couple blocks up, yeah.
Why?
Chief department.
Were you folks in the building?
Yeah, we're in the building.
What floor were you on?
62.
72.
72.
I can't talk about it.
Tell me what happened. What did you feel?
The whole floor shook. The building was shaking, and it felt like a bomb hit or a plane hit or something like that. But the whole floor.
A plane did hit.
A plane did hit. Yeah, and then we looked out the window. All we saw was debris all over the place. But we thought the building was going to topple over. It was going so.
Well, one of them did.
One of them did. We were in tower and won. We made it out.
Well, you're a lucky man.
Thank you very much. Okay, thanks.
All right, take care. Jesus. How are you? Where were you when it happened?
On the 70th floor in the World Trade Center. The building shook. It felt like it shook about 10 feet in each direction. At that time, I really wasn't worried. I knew the structure is built pretty good, but on the way down, there was another explosion. And then the lights was out, then there was a lot of water. And right now I'm just thankful. I have a lot of faith in God, and I hope a lot of other people made it out the building as I did.
All right, thank you. Tell me what you saw. Stop and talk to us. Where were you?
Top of the roof, 25 Park Place. Me and the super.
heard the loud noise from a jet. We look up and we see this big jet, like a 737 or a 727.
It was a 757.
About that, it was a big jet.
Yeah.
We saw it come, just looking like it's sideways. At first, we thought it was just going to try to miss it. Bang! Right into the middle of it, like around the 70th floor. And then, half hour later, we see the second one bang into it. We're on the roof of it. We're a block away. I mean,
What's going through your mind when you see this
you
happen?
see bodies flying out of the sky, and you can't do nothing about it. You tell me. You tell me what you think. I mean, my heart's in my mouth. I mean, I pray for these people. There's no words to describe what's going on out there. I mean, you see bodies just coming a half hour later, still coming out of the goddamn sky. Devastating. Devastating. I can't imagine anything worse than this. There's got to be... I can't imagine. You know, everybody on the plane must have died. The floor, I got friends of mine on 104th floor, friends on other buildings. I just spoke to one of my friends a half hour prior to that, getting ready to go upstairs to go to work. It's devastating. I mean, I've seen a lot of construction accidents. I've seen a lot of bad things happen. Never seen a jet fall out of the sky into a building, no less once, but twice. Devastating. Devastating. I mean, there's overwhelming. There's nothing that could describe it. Nothing.
What's your name?
My name's Artie Foreman.
All right, Artie. Thank you.
No problem.
What,
Right there.
all right. Take care, man.
Faulkner.
How you doing, sir?
A little shook up. We were just evacuating. I went through Tet in Vietnam, and I never seen anything like this. It's unbelievable.
How close were you to the building when this
I
happened?
was in front of the door of 5 World Trade Center, evacuating the people out of the building. And we got a lot out, and then it just blew.
So you think there were still people in the building when it
Absolutely.
collapsed?
In my opinion, absolutely. It was terrible. It was unbelievable.
Everyone's running for their lives at that point?
Well, we were orderly trying to get them out, and then it blew, and everybody, you couldn't move because you couldn't see. It was ash and smoke, and so we followed the windows of the building down and got out into, I believe, Broadway. But I couldn't see because my eyes and my mouth were full. Somebody handed me this out in the street, thank God.
What happens now in terms of the rescue effort?
Well, now they'll have to wait for everything to settle down, but then go back in. Nothing else you can do but go back in.
But can they go in based on the conditions of the building?
Somebody's going to have to. That's what we get paid for. Because as soon as we heard the explosion, we ran out of New York State Supreme Court, jumped on our jury bus, came...
Back it up! Back it up!
All right, here we go again. Here we go again. I don't know what's going on, but the second building is collapsing, I believe. I don't know. I don't know, but this happened before. We saw the same thing happen before, where the first building collapsed and there was a lot of smoke and flames. Just back up. Come on, just back up. Come on. Come over this way, Pat. Fine, we will. We can see the top of the building from here. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Oh.
When it comes down, we're...
All right. We do need to put it down now. I think we need to put it down now. Here we go.